may be Matthew Stafford's first season with the Rams, but it's also his 13th season in the NFL. I mentioned that patience. With a win on Sunday, he will have played the second most seasons before winning his first championship in the Super Bowl era. The only starting quarterback to wait longer, John Elway, who won in his 15th season. So, Marcus, before this season, Stafford hadn't even won a playoff game. Now he's in the Super Bowl. If you're McVay, how do you try to get him going on Sunday? Because certainly nerves, certainly pressure, excitement will be involved.
It's Binky. And everybody would think that's Cooper Kupp. That's Odell Beckham Jr. Early in games. It's proven to work out that way. These guys are connecting on 83% of throws to Odell Beckham Jr. But it's a comfort level. It's building into what you want the game plan to be. It's not about coming and taking shots. Run a hitch. Get the ball out of your hands quick. Let's get in a rhythm. Let's hand it off a couple times. And then when the deep shots present themselves, we've seen Matthew Stafford hit them. Even in crunch time situations, we've seen him hit them. But I think Odell Beckham Jr. and this connection with Matthew Stafford, as much as we talk about Cooper Kupp and the success that he's had, there's another comfort level in order to get him going as these games start to play out how they play out. I want to see it early and often. Try to get him to rock.
It took the Super Bowl in 90 degrees for you to talk quarterbacks.
He's going crazy.
We'll get to the running game soon enough. You used the word binky, and I want to work off of that because for years, Sean McVay was Jared Goff's binky. The Rams had a very specific offensive system, and then you trade for Matt Stafford so you can get away from that, diversify with a traditional drop-back game, have him out of empty. At times, they've gone back to that play-action, rollout-based offense. So I think McVay now faces a question himself heading into the Super Bowl, which is, do you continue with the evolution, or do you lean back on some of the old concepts? I would suggest that they continue to let Matt Stafford be the quarterback they brought him to be, which is to say, to take more risks, continue playing out of empty. Empty in particular I wanted to talk about because he's been absolutely fantastic out of it this season. The Rams have used it more than any team in the NFL. And there's a potential mismatch there because the Bengals defense allows the worst first down percentage in the league versus quarterbacks in empty, which shocked me when I found out.
So you're saying you want him in empty early on, too?
I want an empty early on. Don't turtle up. Don't run the ball. If you don't, I mean, if the Bengals give you run-friendly looks, you run it. But I'm just saying, dance with the girl who brought you. Ooh.
Well, listen, I mean, you definitely want to dance with that girl, but you want to make sure the song is playing is one you can get real close to, right? Because when you get real close, you feel a comfort and a care,
dance.
right? It feels right. And I think that's what Sean McVay has to pay attention to when you are talking about Matthew Stafford. They both need to understand this is not a prove-it-every-play type game, right? Sean McVay can't go win the Super Bowl he lost to the New England Patriots on the first play of the game. Matthew Stafford can't erase a decade plus of years in Detroit on every throw. But what you can do is stick to what got you here and understanding what made Matthew Stafford great. And that was Sean McVay allowing him to be comfortable doing things that he felt like worked for him. And even when you got to empty, the ball started to come out faster than it did early on in the season. I thought the adjustment those two made throughout the year was huge.
All the points you guys make in relation to Matthew in this offense are huge. When I think of the game, I think of two words, perfect and best. I think Matthew has to be perfect mentally. The Bengals defense changes so much. You got to go 70 out of 70 with the mental lock-in and the focus.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.